Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the video in the comments below. Let's get into it. I've put over 40 hours into Arc Raiders, and frankly, I love this game. It brings me back to my Division grinding days, the endless hours of the endless loops just to get your loot that you need to bring in the dark zone so you can fight players and the harder enemies. But I got a lot of complaints though, and if you want to hear me whine and complain, come watch me play sometime. I have tons to say, and they're not all good things for sure. Now, moving on, after spending so much time playing and having tons of experience in other third-person shooter games, I know for a fact this game should never adopt a different style other than the PvPvE. But my argument doesn't stem from the surface level issues alone, as I truly believe the reason people are wanting a PvE only experience with only a week of this game being out is because they're incapable of coming to terms with the true nature of human beings. Let's get into that. Part 1. The necessity of conflict. In any PvE game, the difficulty is a solvable puzzle. Once you spent your 40 hours in Arc Raiders, you know where the enemies spawn, you know the weak spots of enemies like the Queen or Leapers, and your gear is simply too good, you know, for most of the common enemies especially. This is the core issue. PvE content cannot scale forever. Once you craft that high tier heavy rifle or perfect your security breach build, the arcs are just targets. The grind for better loot becomes pointless, and if there's no threat capable of consistently challenging it, then there are no real stakes. This is exactly why the loss of loot matters. The presence of other players is the only difficulty scaler that can keep up with your maximum progression. It's the only thing that makes that perfectly rolled legendary weapon feel like it's worth the risk of bringing into the raid in the first place. It's the only reason that adrenaline starts pumping when a player is near you. Now, I believe the player is the ultimate unpredictable challenge. It forces us to face a fact that will always stand the test of time. Man versus man, man versus wild. Other players are the source of chaos that prevents Arc Raiders' experience from simply becoming a predictable, repetitive farming sim. And without them, the game dies of boredom long before you run out of scrap. The theater of the extraction. Now, do rats sit at the extraction points and cheese for you to get that loot when you're leaving? Yes, and it's gonna happen again. Get over it. Whine and complain like me, and then get over it. The developers built this game around this chaos. They've created the map and the loop to force confrontation, and nowhere is that clearer than the extraction zones. The moment you press the button, the call to transport, the alarm sound, everyone on the map that's around the area is gonna know. You have AI bots coming in. It's an invitation for chaos. It's the final exam where the PvE threat, like incoming hornets, and the PvP threat layer together. And this design is generous too. You can extract while downed, and other raiders can start the extraction for you while you're downed as well. And if bots get you and you're still hitting that, you get your loot when you extract. It's the adrenaline, it's the stories. That's the core loop. It's not just shooting arcs. The unscripted human drama. The most crucial point is PvP is the engine for emergent storytelling. Every run isn't a new quest. It's a new human drama of trust, betrayal, and cooperation. Proximity chat is the true game changer. Introduced, of course, in other games, it brings out the human element that connects us all. Verbal communication. The most important way humans connect, period. With proxy chat, it gives you a choice. Do you silently shoot the solo player struggling with the queen bot, or do you offer a truce? Any cooperation that happens is only special because it carries the risk of betrayal. In a PvE game, being revived by a stranger is expected, but here in a PvPvE, It's an act of grace. And there's a trust tax. We are constantly asking ourselves, is this player a friend, or is the loot tempting enough for them to turn on me? This hesitation, this moral ambiguity is the most sustainable content Arc Raiders has. It truly forces those who fear conflict to understand that humanity is only made of conflict, and resolution and de-escalation can only happen through communication and understanding from one another. And I believe this is the core reason why people fear PvP. It's more than the loot, it's the trust in people that they fear to lose. Good competition versus toxic competition. Now let's address the elephant in the room, toxicity. There's a vital difference between a good competitor and a toxic raider. Good competition is a fair fight. It's skill-based, calculated, and focused on an objective. A bit of light proximity chat taunting here and there, clean win is part of the fun. It all raises the stakes. Toxicity is behavior that serves no one in the game and no objective. It's the players who relentlessly chase you after all the loot is gone, or they use hateful slurs over the chat. That's a player problem, not a PvP problem. But again, it just goes to show human nature. Don't let the toxic few convince you that competitive element should be removed. People are going to rat. They're going to fight unfairly. They're going to take advantage of the situation. It is in human nature to do so, and it will always be. Conclusion. The truth is, a PvE only mode removes the crucial ever-present challenge that keeps Arc Raiders from growing old. It takes a thriving dynamic ecosystem and reduces it to a repetitive farming loop. The enemies you know the secrets to defeating every time. Talk about boring. PvP is the soul of Arc Raiders because it forces players to confront the most unpredictable element in the game, each other. It's what makes your gear matter. And it's what keeps the gameplay fresh after 40 hours, after 100 hours, after a year. And the main factor to the delusion of wanting a PvE only mode only stems from the people's inability and fear to face the reality of human nature. So, what do you think? Am I right, or am I in theory here? Let me know in the comments what you think. How have you been liking Arc Raiders? Hit the like button and subscribe for more Arc Raiders content. I will see you next time.